Cause at this point, I know now why y'all was staring at me when I walked in this building. Ain't nobody saying nothing. See, what y'all don't know is I took this whole office up. I'm already shamed to a degree. Who gonna have the last laugh? What's up, suckers, and welcome back to Everything Courtney. It's Vlogmas, baby. It's Vlogmas, baby. I have not done one of these in a minute, and it only feels right to bring it out now. Get into my curls though, because they back. Y'all, I've been waiting. Like, it's been almost a year since I've been like happy with my curls, because I did the whole, oh, look at it, oh, you should go get your hair silk pressed, and I put like extra heat to it, and then it was like straight. And but now it's curly again. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. All right, anyways, that's not what I'm here to talk about. Today is story time. We're gonna do story time and self-care, baby. So, and I don't know the last time I did one of these, but today's the day. So I'm gonna put my little, oh my god, it's just so much hair. Let me prep myself. Don't want to get the girls messed up, okay? Woo! Girl, it's big. Thank God for the bangs. Anyways, so today, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all the story, right? I'm gonna tell y'all the story about the time, right, that I had forgot my wig or whatever. Like, okay, so let me just say this first, right? I've heard of people leaving the house and forgetting their wig, and I always thought, how could you do that? How can you leave the house and not have your hair on? How? And I really thought it was a ridiculous thing to think that somebody could actually leave their house and not have their wig on, and like, it just seemed like carelessness. But however, I was in the same situation, and let me just tell you, it can happen. If you think you are above it, you are a fool. Let me just tell you, okay? So, let me get this face mask on, because I don't even want y'all to even see. I'm shamed, to be honest. I'm real shamed about it, and I just need a face mask on my face while I tell this, so I feel like you're not really seeing me. Okay? Because it was just dang dumb. Dang dumb. God! Anyways. All right, I'm doing the Aztec clay mask. Kind of sticking with this bad boy. Trying to get the skin back right, because it was showing out. And my forehead really showing out right now, because I got my eyebrows threaded, and for whatever reason, whenever I get my eyebrows done, it likes to break out like around here, these little white bumps. And I definitely been putting alcohol on it, so I really don't understand what the beef is with me. Like, I'm just trying to be cute. I just want to be cute. So this happened while I was in LA, right? And it's like, of all places, I don't really know if I'm actually happier that it happened in LA, where those people got to know me, versus being home where people know me. I don't really know what is better, but anyways. I had a doctor's appointment. You know, I'm a girl, I have a girly appointment or whatever. It was time for that. And so, I don't know if I ever said it on here, but I did have a car accident when I was in Cali, and my car was totaled. So, yeah, there's that. That was my baby. It's my first car. I paid that heifer off, and she betrayed me. Maybe that red car betrayed her. Maybe it was, okay, anyways, let Geico tell it. That's not what we hear, okay? I don't know. Anyways, I'm getting ready to go to my appointment, and I was gonna take a Lyft or Uber. I can't remember which one. And so I called my Uber or Lyft or whatever to come get me for my appointment. My appointment was super close to the house, so it's probably like a 5-6 minute drive, to be honest. It was super close. So I'm like, oh, okay, I can wait till the last minute, because I'm not trying to sit in the doctor's office early. Now, granted, it was pre-COVID, so it wasn't because of that. It was just the fact that who wants to sit in the doctor's office? Like, I have an appointment. When I walk up in there on time, see me. Why am I this way? Like, why am I, Courtney, why? Okay. I'm looking over there like I'm gonna see myself, and baby, if I done see myself, To know me is to love me. They already had told me that like my Uber was probably like maybe 4 or 5 minutes away. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I got time. Knowing me, I want to go get a snack because your girl like to eat. I don't know at what point I didn't realize 5 minutes meant 5 minutes because it went shoo like so fast. And next thing I know, like my phone is like another alert telling me that my driver is approaching. I'm like, oh shoot, my driver here. So like I started scrambling. And so like I'm like running in their room. I literally ran in my room, grabbed my stuff, like my purse, make sure I had my ID, all this other stuff, put on my boots. I remember that. Oh, that makes sense. You'll know why I said that in a second. So I threw on my boots and then I was out the door. And so the crazy thing is, right? Okay. Why I said that about the boots is, I don't want my second chin to come out, so let me not like throw my neck back like that too much. But my thing is, I had on furry boots, so it clearly was a more chilly time of the year. And how my head wasn't cold. Maybe I was in such a rush that the wind just whew, and so the car was in our driveway. So like I remember getting in the car and like, oh hey, how you doing? Speak to my driver, because you gotta kind of like fill them out, making sure they ain't like somebody who's trying to kidnap you or whatever. Because this around the time, a lot of those stories was like coming fresh out about how Uber drivers and Lyft drivers were like just tripping, doing stupid stuff and like trying to kidnap people. I'm pretty sure I had like a defense in my purse or something, but still, like, I'm a girl, I'm a lady, I gotta be careful. Be careful. So I get in the car, you know, trying to be like, you know, polite, whatever, speak, hey, how you doing? And like as we traveling, my driver is like looking through the mirror and I'm like, oh dang, like, hello. How you doing, sir? Like, why are you looking so hard? Like, you starting to make me uncomfortable. I'm looking at my backseat door like, this car ain't on child lock. He said, like, I forgot to check. Like, my window go down? And knowing me, I probably tested it, because I'm one of the people in the back of the Uber or the Lyft. I will try to let my window down to make sure you ain't trying to lock me up in there. Because if I gotta jump out on the 405, believe me, I will. I'm out. So I'm like, he tripping. Like, why is he getting looking? And then, you know, that little part you want to be cocky. Like, okay, I mean, shoot. Why didn't I do that? Like, why didn't I do one of these? Because I would have known right away that something was off. Like, the cockiness was I was like checking myself all wrong. So like I'm like, all right, he tripping, whatever. Drops me off. I get out the car, like, okay, thank you. How did I not see my reflection? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just in a rush because at this point I don't want to be late to my appointment, because like I said, I did wait till the last freaking minute to go. So I walk up to the door, you're like, you know, get ready to go inside the building. Open the door. People in the waiting room, obviously. Everybody turn around and look, and I'm like, okay, I'm cute, I know. Y'all guys tell me. Like, y'all gotta look that hard. It's true. I go to the window to sign in or whatever. So I'm signing in like normal, whatever, boom, boom, bam. I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing? Speak to the lady. She looking a little questionable too. And I'm like, okay, is there something on my face? Like, is someone not telling me something? Like, what the frick is going on? Like, totally confused. Totally confused. Whatever. So I sign in, I sit down. Mind you, I am in a waiting room full of people. And they just look. Not saying nothing to me, just speaking and looking. So I'm like, all right, trying to ignore it, because we all here to get our Tutor Pops looked at. So let's just not act like, you know, we don't know why we're here. I'm not the only person doing it, so why y'all looking at me? So I'm like in my phone, just like probably on social media or something. And I cannot remember what ignited it. Oh, I do remember this. I remember seeing somebody I knew. Now, I didn't know them like closely. I knew someone that they were related to. And I was like, oh shoot, they here. So LA is like one of those places where it's like, when you're into the like the social media realm, you never want to get caught slipping. Like, you never want to look like you didn't try. And that sounds bad, but it's like, not saying like you can't be comfortable or like cozy, because it's winter. I'm just running a simple errand, like going to the doctor, so I'm not gonna be like full beat face, whatever. Maybe I should have put in the effort that day, because I wouldn't have this story to tell. But at the same time, it's like, you know, your image is so important, so you never want to be caught like slipping. And I think that is what ignited my process of like, shoot, somebody I know, or at least know of enough to know who I am, is gonna see me looking crazy because I just put on like whatever. But if I'm not mistaken, we both here for the same thing, like I said. So to the pop, let's just keep this between us, okay? And so the receptionist, I believe she called me back to like either give me my ID or ask for my ID. And this was my moment of truth, y'all. As I walked back up to the receptionist desk, I catch a glimpse of my reflection. And I realized I only had on a wig. And girl, you scared me.
Sorry.
Give me a second. My underarms itch. My underarms itch. I'm good. I'm looking at myself like, what the? So I'm looking at myself, then I look at the receptionist who is looking at my head, and I'm looking at her like, girl, like I know, like you ain't tell, you seen me come up here earlier, you ain't said nothing. I need to play this off because one thing I'm not gonna do is put on a show. But if y'all wanna put on one, I will perform. So the fact that nobody said nothing, I'm just gonna go sit down and pretend like this never happened. So I'm like trying to have this conversation with her real quick and like short, like, okay girl, okay. Cause at this point I know now why y'all was staring at me when I walked in this building. Ain't nobody saying nothing. The thing is, underneath all this help, my head is long. Okay, like I don't have a big head, like let some people tell like my head big, but my head is like I just feel like they could have did a better job with shaping it. Okay, when I wear a ponytail sometimes, that's when I notice that it's like God dang, like that. And so I honestly, you know, having those braids going back and then the wig cap on top, and then my wig braids just was looking how they look because I didn't care because they wig braids. And my wig was curly. Ugh. Excuse me. Classy, always. I'm like, what the heck? My edges looking raggedy. And the worst thing about it is, y'all, I don't even know if my wig cap had a hole in it, because we know as long as it's still secure on the edges, I don't care what the freak going on around here. Oh my gosh, it was so many things running through my head, and she want to talk. And at this point, I think, you know, it's making me feel like y'all trying to record me or like trying to like get your friends to see. And at this point, see, what y'all don't know is I took this whole office up. I'm already shamed to a degree. Who gonna have the last laugh? So, you know, I'm like, all right, give my stuff. Girl, I'm trying to sit down. So she gave me my ID, and I go sit down. And like, as I'm sitting down, thank God, like literally, God was probably humbling me about something, and then he was like, but I still got your back because I'm God like that. And so I had put on a hoodie that day. And that's why I'm like, it had to be cold earlier because I had on like the winter boots, like the I had on my, what are they, bear claws or what they call, like not Uggs, but the other ones that you can find in Rothschild. Yeah, they was on sale. So those, and I'm like, okay, so if I had those on, clearly it was cold enough. So thank God I had on a hoodie. And child, I just politely threw that hood over my head, tightened the strings, and just sat there. And it was just so humiliating at that point, because I feel like I think I would have rather have stayed in ignorance of knowing what my hair looked like until I got home, versus having to face the reality of that I really just have no wig cap sitting in the goddamn waiting room, sitting in the waiting room. People have their various opinions about, you know, our hair and the things we do to protect it. And so I'm like, I probably look crazy. If Monique was in there, she would have had so much to say. She would have walked up to me like, sister, this is not okay. I know, shoot, this ain't on purpose. To be honest, if I would have been in my right mind, because clearly I don't know what mind I was in, enough to leave my wig, I would have took the braids out. But then I think that also would have added to the drama, right? It would have added to it, because why you took your braids out? I just went to the bathroom and did that. Like, it's just so many things now. I'm like, why didn't you do this instead of that? But whatever. Hey, I'm here now. I got, you know, my little checkup. Everything was good and I went home. And so, yeah, it happened. If you think it can happen to you, it can. And next thing you know, you sitting in your doctor's office getting your tutor pop checked, trying to hold the strings to your hoodie because you forgot your wig. And I just cannot believe that was my reality. So it happens. It do. And I'm just putting this out here as a PSA. Don't forget your wig, because the last thing you want to do is look through the glass and realize I left that wig home. And God is, you know, he is constantly testing us, humbling us. You pray for humility, and that's just not the way you think he gonna do it. Like, I would have never thought in a million years if I said, God humble me, you gonna make me leave my wig at home and have me out here looking like. So, you know, lesson learned. Now I am very, very precautious about whether or not my wig is on my head. I don't want to put my wig cap on until I'm ready to put the wig on. Like, the wig in hand. Like, at least if I walk in the house, it's in my hand. I can throw it on in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, finesse it there. Because the last thing I want to do is go through that again. Y'all, it's now that I'm home too. Well, all these people who already don't really like you, for real, you think I'm gonna walk around and mess around and have my wig cap on? No. They will love that. And to be honest, I'm also not the same person. Like, I'm way more secure in myself. So if I happen to not have that wig on, what up? I probably strike a pose, put it on my Instagram with a funny caption, and then like master the moment. But that person back then wasn't, no. I wish I had a picture of that, because I feel like you may not believe me, but I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you, I really left out there without my wig. I really went out the house without my wig on. And I blame my Uber driver. Okay, so I'm not saying that I don't take accountability, because clearly it was my fault altogether, overall. However, you saw me and you really thought, it's because I'm, is that why? That's not a bonnet. It's a wig cap. But y'all, hey, everything was fine. You know, I lived through it. Thankfully, only one person I knew seen it, and I'm telling it now, so. So what? You know, if you're gonna forget anything, forget the wig cap. Don't forget the wig, because that's the most important part, all right? I love y'all. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay safe out there. I'm gonna have more videos. It's gonna be a video tomorrow, so you might as well go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, everything, because it's Vlogmas. We're back. I'm back. Let's do it. All right, I love y'all. Y'all stay safe out there, and don't forget, Black lives matter. Bye. See you in a second, sucker.